Okay, hi everybody. Luca and I are here to teach you how to make oatmeal cookies. In America, this is a really typical dessert that we have, and this is my Nana's recipe. You can see it says oatmeal cookies. Some of the ingredients I don't have, but they're still gonna be fine, okay? So what you need is butter. Okay, you can find that anywhere. It doesn't have to be that brand. It can be any brand. You need sugar. Okay, I have brown sugar, but you can use any type of sugar. You need 2 eggs, which are still in the fridge. Okay, 2 of them. You need flour. So I have this. You can get this at the store as well. You need to get baking soda. You need this as well. You need cinnamon. This, I know, I'm going to tell them in a second. You need to get oats, these, and you need a little bit of salt. I have my salt here. And as Luca's pointing out, you obviously need raisins, okay? So raisins are these small little things. They're like dried grapes, okay? So I already have all my raisins. Hang on. I have all my raisins here, and I cut them up because I think it's better if you have smaller pieces because then they won't explode in the oven. So what do you do first? Where's my recipe? Okay, so what we do first, I don't know this by heart. I have to look at this every single time. So you need to get your butter, and you more or less need to have half a cup of butter. So I don't have any measuring cups. And I don't know if that's a thing in Spain, that you guys don't have them either. So I just use this. This is like half a cup. So you need half a cup of butter, which looking at that, it's almost all of that. I know that looks like so much butter. You're probably going to freak out. Yeah, it looks like a lot of butter. So, so what you need to do is take all that butter and put it in a bowl. You need 2 bowls, like 2 big mixing bowls. So I think that's more or less, yeah, that's half a cup. So you put it in your bowl like this is my bowl. I know it's broken, sorry guys. Okay, so that's butter. Okay, I think that's more or less. Luca, do you think that's 2? Yeah, that's half a cup, right? Yeah, okay. Then what you need to do is you need to put the sugar in that bowl as well. And how much sugar do you need? You need half a cup of sugar as well. So it's easier to measure the sugar than the butter. No, my cup doesn't fit in there. Sorry, can I get a spoon? So you need to get, watch out. You need to get a spoon, okay? And you need to put half of a cup of sugar in here. Okay, so just bear with me. I'm just putting the sugar in here. This is taking a while. Okay, almost ready. I know it looks like a lot of sugar, and it probably is, but it is an American recipe, and we tend to put a lot of sugar and butter in everything. But if you only have it sometimes, I mean, it should be fine, right? So, okay, more or less, there's your, I can't really see that. There's sugar, half a cup, more or less, of sugar. We only have brown sugar here, so that's what I'm just using. And then you put it in your bowl. Then what you need to do is, if you have an electric mixer, it's better because it's faster, but I only have a fork, so we're gonna do it the traditional way. And yeah, beat butter and sugar. Okay, so you need to get a fork. Hang on, is there a fork over here? Yeah. So what you need to do is you need to use your fork. Oh, if you have an electric mixer, use that, it's way better. But this is gonna take a couple minutes. And you need to mix the butter with the sugar so that it's creamy, because the way it looks now, it's dry, okay? That's what it looks like. And you need to mix it so it's like creamed, okay? So it's like not liquid, but it looks really good. Don't eat those raisins, those are for the cookies, okay? So you just like do this a bunch of times, like smash it down until they're all mixed. And you can't eat those. Don't eat those. I know, but you already ate a lot. If you eat those, we're not going to have any for the cookies. So you just have to mix it and mix it and mix it and mix it until it's like creamy. I'm going to show you in a minute how it's supposed to look. Hang on one sec.
Mama?
Yeah, mix it.
Mama,
I know, I already gave you raisins. You can want more. Okay, so more or less, it's kind of changing the texture. Can you see it looks like that now? But that doesn't mean that you're done. You still need to mix it. Okay, mix it and mix it and mix it. Do you need it? Okay, so it's easier if you don't have real butter, if you just use margarine. Like I have tulipan, which I think is margarine, right? I don't know. But it's really soft and it mixes a lot easier. Yeah, give me a second, my love. Okay, so now you can see this is how it's supposed to look. Watch out, buddy. So that's how it's supposed to look now. Everything is combined. Okay, honey, can you ask Dad to peel that? I'm doing something right now. Go ask Papa. Okay, then wait. So what you need to do now is add your eggs. Okay, so how many eggs were they? 2 eggs. So hang on. Okay, so you got 2 eggs and you need to crack them into the same bowl. So, okay, that's fine. Make sure no shells go in. Okay, fine. That's 1 and 2. Yeah, there's no shells. So, fine. Now, with the same fork, you just mix them and mix them and mix them. Okay, mix them till they're like fully incorporated with the butter and the sugar. So yeah, if you have an electric mixer, it's way better, but I don't have one. So you just have to mix them a lot. So what's the next step? Just really quick. Okay, so in this bowl, this is all that you need to do for the time being, okay? This is, yeah, you just put your butter, sugar, and eggs. Like the wet ingredients go in one bowl. Okay, I would say that looks more or less mixed. So this is what it's supposed to look like, okay? I don't know if that's actually what it's supposed to look like. That's what it looks like for me, okay? So give me a second. Then you need a different bowl, okay? I'm just gonna peel this orange for Luca really quick, okay? So you need a second bowl, and in your second bowl, you need to get the flour, the baking soda, the cinnamon, and the salt. So how much flour do we need? We need to have, hang on, how much flour does it say? Oh, you need 1.5 cups of flour. So that would be, if this is half a cup, you need 3 of these, like that size, more or less. You don't want to put too much flour because then your cookies are gonna be like cake, I guess. And that's happened to me so many times because I'm not very good at measuring. They still taste good, but I mean, they could be better. So, okay. So what you need to do, there you go, don't eat any seeds. So what you need to do is get your flour, this, and it's just easier if you stick your cup in the bag of flour. So, let's see. Yeah, you need more or less, I would see, like this is maybe, yeah, that's half. Okay, and I mean, okay, that's more or less 1 cup. How many cups was it? 1 to 1.5 cups. And I wouldn't put a full half cup, maybe. I'd maybe just do a little bit. You just don't want too much flour because then it's gonna be like cake. And I prefer when they're, why do you keep laughing when I say that? And you prefer if it's like crunchier. Okay, so you've got your flour. Oh god, this video is really long. And you need baking soda. This is baking soda. So you need 1 teaspoon. Sorry, babe, can I get in here? 1 teaspoon. I actually have these measurements that I brought. So this is a teaspoon. Like, you can't see it anymore, but it is a teaspoon. Like this size. If you don't have this, just use a normal small spoon. And you fill it with baking soda, more or less. So it's like more or less that quantity of baking soda. And you put it in there. I know I spilled. Okay, the next thing that you need to do is get your cinnamon. That's super important. How much cinnamon? 1 teaspoon. How convenient. Okay, this is out, so I'm going to use this one. The same measurement for cinnamon, this one. Okay, so you want to have more or less like that. I really like cinnamon, so I just put like more in. Then a little bit of salt, like a pinch of salt. A pinch means you get your fingers like that and you take a little bit of salt. I'll show you. Because you don't want more than that or they're going to be super salty. Just like that, maybe less. Like I took too much. So that's how much you want. And now that your dry ingredients are in here, you need to just stir it like this. Just stir all of your dry ingredients together. And try not to make the flour go everywhere like I'm doing. I have done this before. Doesn't look like it, but I definitely have. Okay, so more or less, your dry ingredients should look like this, all mixed up together there. Can you see that? Yeah, okay. The next step, so you have your two bowls. You have your wet ingredients and you have your dry ingredients. Now you need to add the part that makes them oatmeal raisin cookies. You need to add your oats and your raisins. So before you do that, okay, good. Before you add this, you need to put your dry ingredients inside your wet ingredients like this. So here's the butter, eggs, and what else? Sugar. And here's the flour and dry ingredients. So you just need to pour that into here. I know, stop eating the raisins. Okay, and you need to mix it. I just give you an orange. Look, you have your orange. Okay, you need to just mix them all together so they're nice and mixed, so mixed. And it shouldn't be too dry. It should still be kind of wet. If you think it's too dry, then like it's too late. That you're just gonna have like cake-like cookies. And they're still gonna be good though, so don't worry. Okay. So you just gotta mix it. I've just got a fork. I'm pretty sure that you have only a fork as well, because I don't really know in Spain if baking is so popular like it is in America and like North America, in Canada and places like that, in the UK as well. You can have a banana. So you just gotta combine your wet ingredients with your dry ingredients, and it should look like a really sticky, wet dough. It looks really strange now if you've never really made cookies before, but I promise it's good. So, still stirring. It should look kind of like this, okay? Like drop off, like drop off of the fork. Yeah, keep stirring it and stirring it and stirring it. Dun, dun, dun. And it should be more or less like this. It kind of looks disgusting, okay? But it's not disgusting. It's good, right? Stop doing that. Just eat me now. Okay? Then you need 3 cups. I think that's a little bit too much because I always put 3 cups of oats. Where's the cup? Oh. So that would mean 6 of that. And I think that's way too much. Sorry, Nana. But I think you should probably put 2 cups. 3 cups is a lot. You're gonna have some oaty cookies. So I would just put 2. So yeah, you just want to measure your oats in the cup again and dump it in. I know you can't really see what I'm doing, but I'll show you in a minute. 2. Okay. Oh, oops. Okay, that that ran out. So I have another box. Hang on. Okay. And you're gonna put the rest of this in there. Okay. Are you okay? What are you doing? Eating banana off your shirt. Okay, so then we've got a cup and a half already, and you're just gonna put 1 more. I would say 2 cups. I mean, if you love oats, then by all means put 3 cups, but I've done it before and I felt like I was not happy with the results. And then, yeah, you've got your oats, and you need to put your raisins inside. Okay, so I didn't have one type of raisins. Luca, can you stop that? Okay, thank you. So here, you've got all your raisins. Okay, and you just put them all in like that. Thank you. And it looks like this now. So you've got your raisins and your oats and the mixture underneath, and you are just going to stir that again. Okay, I'm gonna put the recipe underneath the video in case anybody's interested in making these. So if I'm talking too fast, which I probably am, then you can look underneath. So you just want to incorporate all of the oats. Like, I honestly think I'm having problems incorporating them now. So like 3 cups of oats would be really difficult, I think. Huh? I know. Look at what's underneath. You can see everything underneath. Yeah, you can see everything there, babe. Okay, so I'm still incorporating all of the oats into the batter. The batter is what we call ingredients that are dry and wet that are mixed together when you're baking. It's called batter. Did I say batter? Okay, so more or less, I mean, you get the idea. You just mix them and then you're done. You need to bake them now, which means you need to put your oven on, let's see, 350 Fahrenheit. So that's probably like 177 Celsius, 175 Celsius on your oven. And you need to leave them for 8 to 10 minutes, but check them because they burn really easily. But you can't just put them in like this. You need a metal tray with a baking sheet. Hang on. What's a baking sheet, you ask? Luca, let me get the baking sheet. Where are they? Oh my gosh, where are they?
Let me know.
Hey, can you move for a sec? We have something called a baking sheet. But where is it? You got it. That's so weird. Did you take it?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, where is it?
Yeah,
Oh, you took it. All right. Well, Luca has the baking sheets. It's just like kitchen paper. It's like a wax paper. And you need to make little balls with this. Can you go get it, please? And then you put your cookies on it, and then you bake them, and then you eat them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually stop the video now and bake the cookies, and then I'll make a really small video to show you the result, or maybe just a picture, okay? So here's what the batter looks like so far. I still have to mix the oats in a little bit. Oh, thanks. That's not what I asked for, but that's okay. Thank you. So, yeah. Thank you so much for baking cookies with us today. These are oatmeal raisin cookies. Luca's eating all the raisins. And afterwards, I'm just going to bake them now. Okay, and I'm going to have the recipe underneath. And then I will show a picture or like attach a picture or maybe make a short video at the end so you can see what they look like, what the result is. Okay, if you make them, good luck. Luca, say bye. Bye.